Hello again, Russell and Lauryn Mark here on behalf of the Sporting Shooters Association of Australia.
Everyone that has ever owned a rifle would be familiar with how to sight in their firearm to make it shoot accurately.
But it's amazing to us that very few shooters take the time to see where their shotgun is shooting.
Even though you aim a rifle and point a shotgun, you need to point it in the right direction.
And here today to help us point you guys in the right direction is SSAA member and Olympic shooter Laetisha Scanlan. Tish, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Tish, how important is it to know exactly where your gun is shooting?
It's as important as every other detail that goes into shooting targets accurately and consistently. Just a small change in technique or body shape can change the point of impact of your shotgun. And in a sport where 1% can be the difference between standing on top of the dais or watching the final from the grandstand. Patterning my shotgun correctly and knowing where it shoots takes away any doubt that may creep into my mind in the middle of a high pressure competition.
Today we'll show you a quick and simple way to work out exactly where your shotgun is shooting.
We'll use Tish as our guinea pig, no offence, and you'll get the unique opportunity to see where one of the world's most elite female Olympic trap shooters sets her gun up to break targets spinning through the air at over 100 kilometres per hour.
We'll pattern test Tisha's shotgun at 20 meters to find out what is called its point of aim. This will give us a percentage that the shotgun shoots above and below its aiming point.
This percentage will be relevant to all distances until gravity starts pulling the shot back to Earth, but of course that won't happen until the target is well out of range. To get a good average, we'll fire 3 shots. If we were testing ammunition performance, the standard practice is to shoot a 30-inch circle at 40 yards and count the percentage of pellet strikes within that circle. Today we're assuming that Tisha's ammunition is fine. We are interested in her firearm's accuracy, and that will help us understand what she sees as her sight picture when Tish pulls the trigger. So Tish, what percentage above the aiming point would you expect your shotgun to be?
Because I shoot an event that consists of rising targets, I like my gun to shoot at 70-30.
So is that because you always want to see the target when you pull the trigger?
Exactly.
Well, let's go and find out if what you think it is actually is.
Tish will shoulder the shotgun here at the pattern testing range exactly as she would mount the gun on the competition range. To take away any human error, she'll mount the shotgun as close as possible to this cage. Before she fires, she will gently lean the barrel against the cage and place her front sight on the aiming point on the board.
Okay, so let's see how you went. Dead straight. There's the top of the pattern. That's the bottom. Side, side. It's a 50 centimetre pattern with 35 centimetres above your aiming point. 35 divided by 50 is 0.7. You're on the money. It's a 70-30 pattern. Well done. Okay, your point of impact I've marked as there is 10 centimetres above your aiming point at 20 metres, which means at 30 metres, the distance where you're breaking most of your targets, your point of impact would be 15 centimetres above your aiming point.
Tish, how often should you pattern your gun?
I do it every time I change something, either technically or on the stock of the gun. I don't ever like to vary too much from a 70-30 pattern.
Now, if you're out in the field hunting, or even if you're shooting a discipline like sporting clays, you won't have the luxury of a pre-mounted setup like Tish has in her trap shooting event. It's not an issue. Just simulate the technique you'd be using here at the pattern board. Start from your normal position and pull the trigger in the same manner that you'd always would after your gun has hit your shoulder and is resting on your face.
The most important thing is to simulate your gun mounting technique as closely as possible here on the pattern board to gain a meaningful result. If you have a feeling your shotgun is shooting high, low, left or right, you need to prove it on the pattern board before you start filing chunks of walnut off your stock. Remember, the pattern board is your friend. It isn't like your boyfriend or husband. It will only ever tell you the truth.
Tish, thanks for your help today.
My pleasure.
And on behalf of the SSAA, we hope this little video gives you a better understanding of how to make your shotgun shoot more accurately.